Hello, how are you? Welcome to my channel. My name is Ruth, and today I wanted to do a little video that I saw Alejandra Lisette doing, Alex, about palettes that she wants to use in autumn. And I know like Sarah Rose does something like this and loads of other people do it, but I saw Alex recently doing it and I thought, I want to do that too, because I definitely have some very autumn orientated palettes that I'd love to get use on, that I feel like I don't use or want to reach for at other times of year. So I'm going to try and rotate these into projects like Deca Panning or Project 5 Uses or pan those eyeshadows and that, to try and, you know, get my use on them between now and Christmas. I want to say because it's not here yet, guys. It's not here. We're still in September. Shops, slow your roll. Could we wait till we get Halloween? Could we? By any chance? Wait for Halloween. I'm surprised you haven't Easter eggs out at Halloween at this stage. But yeah, yes, I'm not looking very autumnal at the moment because it is roasting. We're having an Indian summer, which is very unusual for us. Lovely. I just back from spending 3 days at the beach with my mom. I panic booked someplace for us for a couple of days, and it was glorious. We thoroughly enjoyed ourselves. It was lovely just to get, I feel like it'll shorten the winter a bit for us, because it was just, go on my Instagram, Ruth Ann Foley, and you'll see, you know, some of this, like, oh, just heaven. The moon was massive and orange and just amazing, like a harvest moon, and the sunsets were just, there wasn't a cloud in the sky, the stars at night, the sea. I feel like I've been topped up. But anyway, it's not what we're here to talk about. We're here to talk about beautiful palettes. So let me start with this. This isn't a Make a Geek palette. This was a Gloss Gods palette, and I kind of depotted it because I didn't want all the shades that were in the palette. So these are the ones I kept. I have to be very careful because they're not magnetic. So I shouldn't really have deposited them. But there you go. That's Ruth for you. You know, she's just a renegade over here. But I think these are just lovely autumn shades. We've got a kind of a greenish hue. We've got a gorgeous goldy one. This black one down here is kind of an unusual form. It's very chunky monkey. And I go with this kind of burnished bronze one. So very, very pretty shades. I find the formula a little hard to work with personally. But I know, you know, each to their own. But they are very, you know, pigmented and pretty and the whole lot. So we're going to get a little bit of use out of that. I say a little bit because like all these palettes, unless they go into a project, they're only going to get used once or twice because there's a few of them here and some of them are bigger than others and, you know, what have you. But yeah, so that is from Gloss Gods. I have noticed that while these shimmers, now maybe it's my fault because I depotted them. Another reason I depotted them was, I don't know if I have a picture of it. If I do, I'll put it up. There was, the palette itself looked like the oil from the shadows had seeped out into the packaging, and it didn't look very nice. And I have noticed that the shadows have got a bit drier. So it is what it is. I know Gabriella Francis loves Gloss Gods, and I do wonder, she lives in a warmer climate. Maybe they're more suitable for that climate because hers seem to be doing fine and she doesn't seem to have any of those issues. I could have just been unlucky and got a bad one. I don't know. But I won't be ordering from them at the moment. Next up is the Nomad by Juvias Place. This was decluttered to me from the lovely Rita, and this is a palette I always wanted to try. When it came out at the time, I thought, I mean, could it be? Oh, Chandler. Oh, could it be more autumn? Oh, that's made me sad now. But yeah, and I finally have it because she decluttered it to me. Yay! I mean, come on. Is that not Hello, Mr. Autumn? I mean, shut up. It just I look at it and it makes me happy. That's a lovely matte mustard. The shimmers I'm not, oh gosh, that's actually quite nice. Shimmers I'm not too worried about. I'm more kind of looking at these beautiful grungy, murky kind of shades that looked, oh gosh, yeah. I haven't even swatched this yet. I mean, it's brand new. I don't think she even swatched it. I don't know if she had 2 of them or something. I don't know. Fucking delighted. But like, isn't that just, oh, I want to eat you. It makes no sense, but it's what I want to do. Nom, 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 nom. Yeah, this holiday's gone to my head. Next up is the Beauty Bay Rich palette. And I wanted, okay, I had the Wilderness palette. It was lovely, but there was 2 rows I just wasn't using in it. I wasn't using the kind of blues and that, and I wasn't using the reds. They're just not my cup of tea. And I knew it would go to a home where it was absolutely cherished and loved. And it has. But this one, I wanted the formula again because the formula was fabulous. Loved the formula. So that's why I wanted this, because I said, look, I'll get great use out of this because it is very much, again, beautiful for the autumn, but, you know, good for hazel eyes, which I have. And these kind of shades tend to, I think, bring out the kind of greens in hazel. But yeah, this is just a beautiful really berry toned palette. And again, it has that lovely Beauty Bay formula that is just gorgeous. Just, oh, like they look wet. So beautiful. There they are. They're really sparkly, really pretty shades. Easy to use. The mattes are always just wonderful in Beauty Bay, in my opinion. I just think it is so affordable. And they put them on sale as well so often. Like they have their birthday sale on at the moment. Don't go there. Don't even look at it. I nearly did, but no. But they do put them down at that time too. Shh. Don't go looking at it. You don't need them. You're fine. Unless you really need them. But yeah, I'm not trying to entice anyone to buy here. I'm enticing you to look at your collection and see what's really autumnal and gorgeous and lovely and pull it out and use it. That's what I'm doing. Next up is a Glaminatrix Cosmetics Sugar and Spice and all things nice. Beautiful packaging, stunning packaging. This does not look like the original because I have played around with it. I have the Rich Romantics as well, and I like my colour story to make sense to me. Not that my brain makes sense to anyone else, but this is what this looks like now. And I have not used this enough for the, don't use the F word, the feckin', I can use the Irish word, price that I paid for it. Between shipping and the cost of the palette. Oy vey. So funny now, when I hold this up, see this one here? That's just greeny brown. That's greeny brown and it's pink there. I mean, that's what's so fun about these. They really are truly shifty shades. I say fun, but then I don't know how to put them on. I haven't a clue. Haven't a clue. But, Jesus, excuse my language, but oh my God. Sorry now. Can we normalise having swatches on us going out the door? Can we normalise that? I mean, how beautiful would it be if we were just swatched all over with these gorgeous eyeshadows? Why do they have to go on our eyes? Who said it? Who decided that they should only be on our eyeballs? Let's start a revolution, guys. Let's start a revolution and normalise having eyeshadows just on us. Just on us. Anywhere. Because, God, come... Stunning. You're stunning. I love them. I haven't used them. Outrageous. Outrageous. Oh, we're running out of space for swatching now, guys, aren't we? And there's glitter everywhere. Next up, the packaging got me on this one, guys. The packaging. I love myths and legends. Love them. Look, it makes sense. I'm Irish. We love a myth and a legend over here. I can love them. Yeah. Lowe's Cosmetics, Meet Me in the Underworld. It just spoke to me. The colour story, when I look at it, I think, oh, aren't you gorgeous? Now, look at it. Beautiful. Awesome. Awesome in the palette. Nom, 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 nom. But if you've been with me for any length of time, you know that I don't like dark eyeshadows. And what is predominantly in this palette, guys? Tell me what you see. What do you see? How many light eyeshadows do you see there? Ruthie. But I can't let it go because I haven't used it. Paid enough for it because I had to pay customs on it even though it was only coming. Literally, they could have stood at the harbour in England and flung it across the water and it would have landed in Ireland. But I still had to pay customs on it. Stupid Brexit ruined everything for everyone. Now, they're not as bam in your face, but that's okay. I kind of like that too, because I'm not a bam kind of person. I'm a more kind of person, and I'm not very skilled when it comes to makeup, you know, so I find satin kind of eyeshadows are a bit more forgiving and a bit easier for me to do, but it's still beautiful. Please, it's still beautiful. I can't deny that. I mean, it is a stunning color story, and that's how you do a palette, lads. That's how you, if you're going to charge the money, that's how you do it. Like, it's just beautiful. It's like the Hella palette. I did love the packaging on the Hella palette as well. I thought that was beautiful. Didn't like the palette itself, but enjoyed the packaging. Okay, next up we have the Alter Ego Artemis palette. So I purchased this because for forever and a day I longed and lusted and wanted the Natasha Denona Metropolis palette, but it was out of my price point league, whatever you want to say. And Alter Ego come out with this, and I thought, you know what, lads, fair play to you. I know a lot of people don't like these kind of dupe brands, and I understand it, I do. But for someone like me who could never afford the Metropolis palette in a million years, even if it went on sale, couldn't afford it, and couldn't justify it, this has given me the taste and also made me realise, what do we see again, guys? What do we see here? A lot of dark eyeshadows. So if I had bought Metropolis, I wouldn't really have got much use of it. So praise the Lord that Alter Ego brought this out. And again, we've got these gorgeous, why are you swatching on this hand, Ruth? You have no room left. But here she goes again. They're very pretty. Oh yeah, no, stellar swatching out of Ruth. Yeah, you know, very pretty, very pretty. And it just always, anytime I saw anyone talk about it or saw anyone using it, I thought, oh my God, I don't, like, my soul calls to these colour stories. It completely calls to it, even though my eyeballs say nay. My heart goes yay. I just, yeah. So I need to get some use out of it. And I mean, look, there's some light shades. Do you know, we just have to pick and choose and use our, you know, darker colours in the outer corners and stay lighter in the middle. But yeah, beautiful. Can't wait to play with it. Have barely touched it. No buy fail incoming. You will notice with these palettes as well, they all have a theme. They all look the feckin' same. She did it again. I bought the Cosmic Brushes Undergrowth palette for eye and face. I think they have to say that, don't they? Because there's certain ones that are pigments, and to be able to sell them in the US, you have to say it's for face and body and not for the eyes. Or eye and face, whatever. Anyway, that's not what we're talking about. Look, the packaging, that's actually quite beautiful. So I had Cosmic Brushes Muse palette because I panic bought it because it went back in stock for like a day, and I'm like, I need it, I want it. And again, the colour story is beautiful, it's very pretty, but it was too colourful for me. Way too colourful for me. I don't wear those colours anymore. I just don't. And ended up decluttering it, but I loved the formula. I thought the formula was sensational. So I kind of waited until I saw something from them that I thought I'll actually get wear out of. And that's this, the Undergrowth palette. Oof, look at this, lads. Isn't that just beautiful? Well, to me it is. You're beautiful. Beautiful. Stop it. Let's get some swatches in here. Oh, like this. The shimmers. They're like a wet kind of powder. Bit shifty, but just stunning. Freaking stunning. Haven't put it in my eyes yet, so let's hope that the formula is as good as the last one. But like the Muse one, I remember the mattes were just so easy to use and the shimmers were so impactful, but yet easy enough to and I feel like, I might be cutting myself, but I feel like there's a lot of browns and stuff in here that I can use throughout the year. Do you know what I mean? That it's not just going to be pull it out in autumn and Paddy's Day and that's it, you know. But yeah, I just looking forward to having a little play with you, sir. And lastly, but by no means least, because it still hasn't been dethroned as my absolute and utter favourite palette, period. Not just for the season, but period. Love this palette. It is my Be Perfect Carnival Antidote palette with Stacey Marie. She seems to have stopped with the palettes. She's done, well, oh, hang on, there was a grey one, I think. No, it's not. But, I mean, there you go. There's the whole autumn there in the palette, lads. There you go. There you go. There's the trees changing colours. There's the lovely autumn sunsets. There's the harvest. There's the leaves changing. And the formula, lads. The formula. They just, Be Perfect have got it so right. I'm so proud because it's an Irish brand. So it's just, it makes me very happy that they've done such a good job. And I just love it. I just love it. I mean, I don't think there's a dud in the palette that I'm aware of. The only thing I remember saying before is it could do with a matte, not a matte cream actually, sorry, a shimmer that was less icy. I feel like those two shimmers are a tad icy. So I'd have liked something a little less icy. Why did you do it on this hand again? She did it again. And again, we're looking at more kind of satin. Do you see what I mean? Like they're not as impactful as the Glaminatrix here, but they're just so, oh, beautiful. You're beautiful and I love you. I love you so much. You're beautiful. Mattes work like a dream. Shimmers work like a dream. You've all, you know, you can make a whole look. You don't need to dip into something else. Granted, I said about the shimmer or the pale shimmer, but I mean, they're there. You can use them. Do you know what I mean? That's just personal preference. But I mean, you are sublime and I love you and I'm so excited to play with you. So that is it, guys. Those are my picks for autumn. Fall, if you want. But autumn on this side of the world. And I'm very, very, very excited to play with them, roll them into projects and get my uses on them because they need to be shown the love. They need to. Is there anything better when you're an eyeshadow enthusiast than just beautiful, gorgeous, swatchy? Oh, I love them. I know I could theoretically do it, just put swatches all over me, but people would look at me like I was very odd and would maybe suggest checking myself in somewhere to be assessed. Just saying, that's possibly what could happen. So we're not going to risk that. I'm very giddy today. I'm actually shattered. Do you know what I mean? We were going non-stop, but it was just so lovely. It was such a lovely break. I really enjoyed it. And so did Mum. Mum loved it. She thought she wouldn't get to the beach at all this year. And I didn't think we'd get her there. But just last minute, Indian summer, knew the kids would be at school, knew there was a chance we'd get accommodation. And yeah, took off. Delighted with ourselves. Anyway, that's it for this video, guys. Let me know, have you any of these palettes? If so, are you pulling them out for autumn? If not, what are you pulling out for autumn? And I completely and utterly, and not telling, not advising, encouraging you to dip into your drawers, find your autumn palettes, pull them out and give them at least one use each. You know what I mean? You don't need the new, she says. I couldn't resist, guys. I'm so weak. I'm so weak. Oh, I have to wait till Black Friday now. That's it. That's it. I know I keep saying that, but that's it. Haven't said that. I bought a lot less this year than I did last year. We'll take it as a win. Anyway, stop talking about it. This video is over. Thank you so much for watching. If you haven't subscribed, I would love it if you would. Reason being, I've hit 900 subscribers. Very exciting. And that little step closer to 1,000. That'll be very exciting. Look at it, it's a number. I know it's only a number, but it's a nice number. I like numbers. Stop talking. Please subscribe. I would love it. I'm not normally this rambly. That's a lie. I'm always this rambly. There's always tangents. So if you like that, definitely subscribe. I'll chat to you in the next video, guys. Slán. That's not even my proper sign off. Bye, Slán.